Yeah. Yeah, we on. We on. Let's get this. Let's do this. Let's hype this. We on hashtag PVT Tuesday Night Live. Come on in and take a dive. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Got the PBT producer right by my side. Every time she smiles, it just makes me smile. Yeah, like I ate.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been the type to like freestyle rap. I need to have something written down, man.
Yep.
What's going on, everybody out there, ladies and gentlemen? And
hello.
It is a cool night in the Rio Grande Valley, man. I expected lows about 45, something like that. And we're back. We were with you earlier, and we had a pretty good crowd with Raulito Navaira right here on hashtag PBT Tetera Tuesday special. Wait a second, don't be laughing. It's special. Yeah, no, you're supposed to applaud. There you go.
There you go.
Well, I'm starting off on the wrong foot, no?
That's okay.
On the wrong note.
That's all right.
But Raulito was here earlier, and we were live, and everybody got to hang out with him and talk to him. And it is Wednesday. I know Ray Daniel and Ray Rivera, Matt Yahoo, Rufus. What's up, Rufus? Y'all are wondering what's up, what's going on. Tuesday night yesterday, you know, we've been having that continuing novela with freaking Spectrum, you know. You know, we've been paying them top dollar for their service, and they've been giving us pennies to the dollar, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So just a pretty crazy thing that we've been going through. We're still, I don't know, we're still up 100%, but the hashtag PBT producer gave that dude an earful yesterday.
And Monday.
Yeah, and Monday.
It was Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
Enough is enough.
And today, I mean, I was at work because I get up, ladies and gentlemen, me levanto como las 6, yeah, antes a las 4:30, and then I started getting up at 5:30, at 5, and then slowly I ended up waking up at 6, and then I go in at 7, and
Yep.
it's at sometimes when I get up at 4:30, man, para las mediodía no bien
On E.
cateado, yeah, I'm
On
started
E.
yawning and shit, you know. So I get to work today about 7 o'clock, 6:50, and then about 7:50 I get a call from the hashtag PBT producer.
It was 7:50. You're right.
And she's getting her things together, and she's getting in front of her computers, and she has to check in with all the other teachers and all the other counselors or whatever, the CAs, right? The curriculum assistants, y todo eso. The staff. It's a staff get together before they start going online with all the kids, as what we're doing now, right? Mm-hmm. And then she calls, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. She's calling me. She probably just wants to hear my voice. And she calls and she says, the dogs are gone. The dogs are gone. And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, she took Whiskey, right? The pit bull out, and of course, Willie, the weenie. And pues güerito, he's real old. He's 14 years old. ¿Verdad, baby? Lucy?
He's 13.
He's 13, going on 14 in April.
That's 91 in human years.
Yeah, ya está viejón, and he lost his eyesight, you know, and
he was asleep.
Yeah, he's asleep. I mean, we carry him out. We don't like to take him out with the big dogs because Willie the weenie, he's like a year old, and he just runs over him.
Yeah.
So Güerito ends up hiding behind this little rocking or this little
bench, rocking bench.
Yeah, a little rocking bench that my dad made for us outside. So he goes and he hides between the wall and the bench because he doesn't want to get run over by freaking Willie. Willie's like a rough guy, And Whiskey's already getting into the geriatric years. We took him to the pet vet, and apparently, and we were wondering because Whiskey was being real like annoyed with the dogs and attacking them and stuff like that. So we had him neutered, and he kind of mellowed out a bit, right? But lately he's like growling, like he growls all of a sudden. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? And we took him to the vet to get his teeth cleaned, and they checked him out because we told him, he kind of manquea un poquito,
and he struggles to kind of sit,
Yeah, and so it came out that he's got osteoarthritis in his back.
Yes, osteo. Arthritis.
Yeah. And so he's got him on his back leg. So I'm saying, okay, that's why he gets annoyed. He's in pain, and then Willie's not leaving him alone, wanting to play and jumping all over him, and then that's why he attacks. He gets mad. So we took him out. She took him out, both of them, right? They went outside. They escaped. Because the Spectrum tech was here yesterday, and we had to open the doors so he'd come in and out, and then I closed it and I put it as much as I could to keep him from opening. Well, Whiskey found a way and he opened them.
Yes,
so Riley calls me ecstatic, crying, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, and I gotta do the work. Can you come? And I said, okay, well, hold on a second. Let me put this on automatic, and I jump in the. I jump in the truck and I come home at 8 in the morning,
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
And there's this street over here that's close to us. It's called Bicentennial, because you've got 10th Street in McAllen. The main arteries is like Jackson Road, McCall Road, 10th Street. 2nd Street's is pretty busy.
Yeah,
2nd Street and then 10th Street, and then you got Bicentennial and then 23rd and then Ware Road. Bicentennial is a very busy, the school's close by, so it's a very busy road, right? And the last time that Whiskey got lost at night, I put up a $500 reward. I put it on Facebook. A dude found him at Ryan Peña.
Yes.
He found him at 2 in the morning.
At 2 in the morning.
In the Bicentennial Street area. So I said, estos cabrones se fueron para Bicentennial. So le di por toda la 495, llegué a la Bicentennial, and I started going north, and I started driving, and I was looking, because on Bicentennial, you got the railroad tracks here in McAllen, and then you have that little walkway where people can just walk for the whole town, through the whole town.
There's a huge canal there, too.
There's a ditch, yeah.
A ditch, yeah.
So I'm driving, and I'm seeing people driving, and I'm getting close to, a light, and I see a dog inside a fenced area in the backyard, right there, right by Bicentennial, and then I see a couple at the corner with Whiskey. And I'm like, I get to the center lane and I open the window. That's my dog. I go, oh, okay, yeah. And so I got off.
Oh my gosh.
I parked the truck. I got off and I go, Whiskey, come here. And the guy goes, he crossed Bicentennial. We had to get in the front of traffic to stop him because he was going to get run over, And I was like, bro. So I picked him up. I threw him in the truck and I go, where's the weenie dog? And the weenie dog was still across Bicentennial, right? He hadn't crossed on over.
Yeah.
And so then there was a city worker. I want to thank the city worker, right? He drove over here with Willie and he gave them to me. So I gave the couple $100. I pulled out some money. I said, hey, man, here's $100. No, man, I don't know, man. No, dude, here's $100 for you and your wife, bro. Thank you, man.
So nice for doing that. Thank you, guys.
So I gave him $100, and then the guy, the city guy, le di un ventón. Hey, aquí están 20, bro, para que te compres un lonche y unas virongas o algo después de work y la chingada. Órale, está bueno. Y me pasó el Willie, and I came and I had called Rally, and Rally, I was like, I had her on my AirPods, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, Rally, I found them. And yes, there are 2 little dogs. Rally, I found them. Yes, if you find them, please let me know. And I'm like, Rally, I found them,
I was stopping everyone. I was telling him, I have about 7 to 8 minutes to go and find them. So let me take off and let me go and find them, right? Yeah. So I was stopping everyone, walks their dogs around here and stuff. It's a really safe neighborhood. Yeah. And so I was stopping everybody in every block. I'm like, have you seen a weenie dog? Have you seen a pit bull? Whatever. And they're like, no, but we'll look, where do you guys live or whatever? And I was telling them. So when he called me to tell me I found them, I was still explaining to a random person on the side of the road that we were looking for the dogs. I'm like, I swear these dogs.
Yeah. And So we've got Whiskey on some pain med, right? Are we
Yes.
still giving him pain med for that osteoarthritis stuff?
Yeah, it's pain medication, and then we're also giving them some little they're like little vitamins as like preventative, preventative care, but they're like little vitamins.
Yeah, they're like glucosamine or something like that
they're
inside.
little, they're little chewies.
Yeah. A guy right now, he put CBD, that there's CBD for dogs, and they told us about that.
Joey Garcia, yes.
And a friend of mine told me, dude, Snake Savage, right? The singer, the guitar player for and singer for Venomous. He said, because he had an old pit bull named Chendo, and he passed away, and man, that guy went through some pain for the death of that pit bull.
The beautiful pit bull.
Yeah, and so I told him, dude, I've been, my dog's got this, he's getting older, and I'm like, I have a Rally moved some couches, and I can lay down and watch TV, and Whiskey just lays there next to me, pues le doy chingo de attention al cabrón y todo, ¿verdad?
He's so needy, yes.
And he's the one that told me, hey, man, trata el CBD, bro, es lo que le daba a Chendo, y Chendo tenía muchos problemas, pero fíjate que cuando andaba en CBD, no sentía nada, y se portaba, he'd go out and run around and stuff. So I said, man, I'm going to look into that too, dude. So, yeah, now that somebody out there, Abelina Garza is saying that, yeah. So, yeah.
So that was our morning.
Yeah. So me and Whiskey will be on CBD. Los dos viejones.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it back to the house, and you came and you saved the day. So thank you.
Yeah.
And I was, baby. I know. And you know what?
Hey, I'm Batman. That's why.
I know. Hey, and today I was wearing my Wonder Woman t-shirt, and I was wearing my cape and my little Wonder Woman little bandana thing. And I swear, everyone that I stopped, they were probably looking at me like, why is she dressed like that? The hell?
Sorry, lady. Trick or treat is canceled, lady.
I was like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing. I left. I said, I gotta go.
Babe, you look so cute in that Wonder Woman outfit.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, did you take pictures or no?
I did.
Un selfie or algo?
I just took a selfie.
Órale, we'll put it up for tomorrow. We'll show it on the Rock and Chaz show, okay?
Okay.
I want to see it. She looked marvelous, folks. She was really a Wonder Woman. And she was running around outside like Wonder Woman looking for a dog.
Yeah, I was. They were all looking at me like, ¿y esta? ¿Dónde salió?
Rufus is saying, hey, Rock, have you ever heard of something called fish tonic? It's good for dogs. It's vitamins. No, I'll look into that.
Thank you, Rufus.
Yeah, and Edward Mejia, our pets become our family. They sure do, bro. We got 3 family members. And we really have a lot of feelings for them. So
big time.
I started thinking about when Whiskey's no longer with us, or Güero, I mean, we're gonna have to really start preparing for that.
No, I don't want
because and Güerito, he's blind. I mean, we got to pick him up and take him and put him in his plate so he can eat, and he spends most of his time in bed, but we got to keep him away from the other guys.
I sit with him, and you've seen me. I'll sit with him on the floor, and I'll, because I think he's losing his sense of smell as well. So you have to kind of just, put your hand in front of his face, just so that way he can kind of feel you, that you're there, because then he'll get startled, and then he'll shake, and and then with his little heart murmur, he can't be scared like that.
Yeah.
So I do sit with him, and I spend time with him, but it's sad because we've had him since 2007. And
he's my little rehab dog, because I was leaving the house heading to rehab, and he was coming in with Rally, and he was like this big, a little chihuahuita.
He's so tiny.
And Rally was going to take care of my house, right? And so she came into the house, and I let her in, and she brought a little dog, and I was like, what? And he was this tiny, folks, little white chihuahuita. And he came into the house, and he starts barking. And I'm like, damn, that little thing barks. I was shocked. I'd never seen that in my life. And the little guy was barking. So he was born in April, and in June I left to rehab, and I had a drug problem, an alcohol problem. And so Rally would go see me in
Center Point,
Texas. It's Texas Hill Country, where I went for my sabbatical, to try to, kick the drugs and the alcohol. And she would show up every weekend in my truck. I used to have a 2004 limited edition numbered Harley Davidson truck that was destroyed by a hailstorm.
I was going to say, that was destroyed.
Yeah. And she would drive over there every weekend to go see me. And she'd walk in with her big purse, and we'd go into the building, and we'd go into my room, and she'd open the purse, and Güerito's little head would pop up.
Yeah.
And look at me.
Cutest little thing ever.
And then I was like, oh, you brought him. So I'd have him there, and I'd put a little boundary, and I'm not supposed to be doing this in rehab, having a little damn animal, And
but it was for a couple of hours.
Yeah. And so Güerito was there running around, man. He was being therapeutic for me, And that's why me and him, he's my little rehab dog, because, I remember him when he was very little, and he was part of my rehab as well. So once I came out, he was the only dog we had for a while.
I know, for a long while.
And then we got Whiskey.
We got Whiskey.
I got a pit bull. And Güerito didn't like that one bit.
No.
It started stressing him out. It was stressing Rally out, because Whiskey was real rowdy when he was little. There's this time that there's part of the growth that pit bulls go through where they're very destructive.
Well, they're terriers.
Yeah.
So, there's other terriers that are just like that. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
There is a certain time.
And I just bought the dog. I bought Whiskey like nomás, just like the repente, babe. I was just like, you know what?
I know.
On
impulse.
It was an impulse. I'm an impulsive guy,
yes.
Right? And so I was at my brother-in-law's, and my cuñado Joe, Nani's husband, we were talking, and he was saying, no, mira, tengo un camarada, tiene unos pitbulls brutos, y que la chingada, esto, lo otro. Le dije, Simón, yo te puedo conseguir unos $500. Órale, está bueno, bro. Fuck, let's go. So right there and then, we took off, man, and I followed him, and,
I'm like, wait,
this was like
happening?
10 at night. She goes, what are you doing? I'm going to go buy a pit bull. What?
I was like, what's going on? What's happening? Where are we
Yeah.
going?
So I followed him to FAR, right? And in FAR, and we went to this kennel guy,
Yeah,
and he came
has
out
a
with,
kennel. Like, he has
and
a
I said,
kennel.
"Órale, aquí está el quinientón, bro. Le di los $500 just like that." And he gave me the dog, and we came home with it.
Yeah.
And he started, peeing, and Rally was like, "Why did you do that?" She was like, Rally was going like, she was very stressed out with Whiskey.
Yeah.
And then Whiskey started, tearing this up and going to the backyard, tearing up, going after all kind of the holes. He was just destroying stuff.
He was very destructive.
And I remembered when I was going to a gym called the Uptown Gym, and there was a lady there named Barbara. And she was from the Humane Society, and she's an animal lover. And I told her, I bought a pit bull. Look, he's real beautiful. He's a little puppy right now. And she goes, you better have him neutered. And I said, well, why should I neuter him? He goes, do you know how many pit bulls we kill a year?
No, that's terrible.
And I'm like, why would you kill a pit bull? Why? And he goes, because people abandon them. And I was like, why would anybody abandon the pit bull? Right. So when I was going through that era with my pit bull where he was like destroying everything and stressing, Rally out, I thought to myself, if a young guy shows up to his mom and dad's house, living with his mom and dad's house with a pit bull, the parents are liable to say, llévame este perro la fregada de aquí, you know what I mean? So then it ends up where can he send the pit bull? So maybe they end up dumping him or something. Yeah. But if you ever have a chance of adopting a dog or saving a dog, do it, man, because when we see a dog outside and it's freezing and he's like tied to a rope and stuff like that, that breaks my heart.
I know it does.
I don't like seeing dogs being living life like that. And they're one of the most you can be mean with them and they'll never hate you. They have unconditional love for you, through your bad moods and good moods and sad moods.
Everything. And out of our three dogs, I think Whiskey's the most lovable dog. He really is. Like, they have this bad reputation and whatever, right?
Yeah.
But he really truly is like the
super needy,
and so like, hey, I'm here, scratch my belly, scratch my head. He's extremely loving.
But if you feel like you're threatening us, he's gonna get you. He does. Don't even. He'll feel it, like he'll know when he feels somebody wants to threaten us. And then I can't even smooch with Rally. You know, I'm on the couch. We have that video. We should have put it. We should have brought it. We didn't know we were going to talk about this, right?
We didn't. We're all like talking about our dogs.
But I'm on the couch and Rally comes and she lays on top and baby, and he just like he starts pushing and starts climbing on top of me like get her out of here, get her out of here.
And once you've ignored him enough, he
gets feelings, right?
Feelings. So hello, he knows we're talking about him. That's crazy. He was asleep in his kennel.
Come on, Daddy.
So he'll walk away and he'll literally sit with his back towards us because he just doesn't want to have anything of it. Like he just doesn't want to have anything to do with it.
He has a little bit of problems like standing like this.
Yeah. Because
his back legs hurt him now, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, I have to like be a little bit.
Ay, whiskey. Whiskey. Come here, Papa.
Where were you, cabrón, today? Huh?
Don't get mad at him.
You were escaping. I was in la calle. I was telling Rally.
What was his plan?
Yeah,
what was his plan?
I was telling Rally he probably found a way to like maybe lose Willie, the weenie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of this weenie dog right now.
Yeah.
Open the door. Let's go, son.
Yep. and then he saw Bicentennial with a whole bunch of cars. This is perfect. Let me cross the road. And this ding dong's about to. He'll follow me, but no, Willie wasn't that stupid.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we went through today, man. The dogs.
And then at the end of it all, I'm like, I still had like 10 minutes like to take a breather so I can compose myself and then starting my day with my kids.
Man, I was just like, I'm so glad nothing happened to them. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to #PVT Tuesday Night Live. Woo. Number 24 for the My PVT Network studio, brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. IV vitamin infusion therapy, testosterone, COVID tests, Sermorelin, man. They'll get you back in shape, your health, your immune system, all that, man. They are professionals at it. Give them a call, man. 956-441-2188. Women, they can do something for you as well. They can put you on a program where your immune system will grow, will boost, and you'll be able to ward off illness and stuff like that, you know. So give them a call. It's Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. I've been a customer for about 2 years already. 2.5 years. I wouldn't go anywhere else. There's other places, you know, but no, this place is the place that I feel is one of the best. And everybody that's gone, I get great, you know, comments about, like, man, Rock, man, that's the best place you could have ever sent me to. So check them out, man. By the way, next Tuesday, we'll be talking with Galvan from Dr. T's about...
we are? That's awesome.
Yeah, Sermorelin's very interesting. It's a very interesting product, and they've got some new stuff as well, so we'll talk to them about it, all right? Next Tuesday, if you want to join us for about 15 minutes. It's going to be a long interview. Just get to the point, and let's get some information out to all of you for that. Also, we want to thank the law office of Rene Flores, #DWI expert. 956-316-1991. You're involved in any type of legal issues, you've got any accidents you've been in, you've got a DWI. Man, this guy is the DWI expert. That's what he does. He's well educated. He's got the awards and the diplomas to show that he is considered a scientist in the DWI field.
That is so true.
I mean, this guy is the pro, man. This guy knows it all. He's gone to Chicago and he's taken some seminars and some classes, and he's graduated from them, and he's got a PhD in how alcohol affects the body and the system and the blood, and that's what he uses to defend you. Okay, so all his expertise and his information that he's learned throughout his career, and besides that, he's one humble guy, man. He's a super awesome guy to get along with. You sit down with him, you'll notice right away que tiene la sangre bien livianita y es buena persona.
He's awesome.
The law office of Rene Flores, #DWI expert, 956-316-1991. And well, Rally, I mean, it says introduce you here, but we've been talking. You've been coming out already, right?
I know.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
I'm here. I'm here, you guys.
She's alive.
I'm okay.
After today.
That's like a typical day for me, though. I mean, there's always something or some things that happen.
Yesterday,
Monday. Today was nothing. Today was nothing compared to Monday and Tuesday. So
we have a printer that has been giving Rally a very hard. La pelea entre ella y la printer has been going on for a while already.
Yeah, you know what?
Están peleados.
And you know what? That printer is like a really, really good printer.
Yeah.
And it's amazing and it does all sorts of stuff. But there's just times where it just doesn't work for me at all. And so
we print our stuff, you know.
Yeah, and so it's necessary.
It's a necessity.
Yeah, it gets me really upset when I'm like,
it's a tax write-off.
I know. Aside from that.
Yeah. So, yep. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share, man. That really helps us out a lot, and we appreciate you that do that. The thumbs up really helps us out a lot. We get a couple of thumbs down, pero pues son haters. Ya sabes, que chinga le podemos hacer. Entienden la onda.
You gotta love the haters too.
Yeah.
They're giving us a view, so it's
the
okay.
thumb might be down, but the view stays around. You know what I'm saying? So we're okay with that. At least they gave us an opportunity to see our product and see what we do, right?
Thank you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've probably noticed that Ron and Fish aren't here. Okay, because the show was supposed to be yesterday, but we had that Spectrum deal problem. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of the whole party today. We got you guys.
Yeah.
Ronnie is barbecuing tonight, and Felicia's putting her costume together because this Saturday is Halloween. And we'll be doing our show in our costumes on Saturday night. Well, aren't we? I mean, aren't we?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Does my costume come with a hairstyle, a wig, and stuff, or no?
I can't disclose that information on air.
No? Oh. Okay. Well.
No, I don't know. I haven't even checked.
You'll have to, because I could use some hair.
It's okay.
All right. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we also got patreon.com. If you want to support the show, Rock and Roll James PBT is what you got to search. If you do join our Patreon, a $25 membership gets you a t-shirt. Make sure to send us your address in the message box of Patreon, okay?
Yes, please.
And Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James. You can buy some merchandise through there, and you can enter our contest as well. And we have some winners, right, babe?
Yeah, we do. Let me see. Hold on. So we have some Patreon pledge giveaway winners. Okay, so these were our winners from Saturday, right? Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. So I just want to send a huge congratulations and thank you for your support to our hashtag PBT Patreon pledge winners. We have Jason Anicela Reyes from San Elizario, Texas, and then Emilio Garcia Jr. from Gilbert, Arizona.
All right.
So I packaged all of your stuff, and so it is on its way. So thank you all again. Thank you so much.
And that's what happens when you're in Patreon. We don't just like let you come on and then not forget about you.
Yeah.
I mean, even the people that their tenure with us, because I think the memberships are like 3 months or 4 months, and after that you're no longer a member. You know, you'll have to renew or whatever. But even after, your name still stay in the collection of members. You know, and so you still have the opportunity to win. Okay, so because we appreciate everybody that takes the time to support the show.
So can we also send a special congratulations to our Tea Ranch Pumpkin Patch winners? Okay, so I know that you all had seen our little the commercial that we put together for the Tea Ranch in La Feria, Texas. So we chose the winners, and the winners are Eddie Garcia from Edinburgh, Texas, and then we also have Art Gonzalez from Mission, Texas. So it's on its way. Okay, so we included the tickets in there and a letter with a couple of directions on there. So if you guys have any questions, Eddie Garcia or Art Gonzalez, you are more than welcome to contact us. Okay, so congratulations and have fun. Take pictures when you go with your family and your loved ones and all of that, and then send them over to us so that way we can, show you off on the show.
And make sure you tell them that you want them with hashtag PVT, because they were one of the advertisers that we have, and they tried us out for a week, and they had to close the gates to the 75-acre pumpkin patch the first weekend after they promoted with us, because when you advertise with hashtag PVT, not only do we go out there, film and get you a commercial and all that, and do a little rundown of the show, of the place, we also incorporate our social media. And on social media, I've got a ton of followers. So your business name gets out there. If you're interested in being a part of our advertising here, we've got segments that are available as of now. The anchor sponsorships for the shows are taken at the moment, but some of them are getting ready to renew next month. So we'll see. If they're not, those will be available. But for sure, we've got some segments, and those segments are, we're not gonna.
They're affordable.
Yeah, no, you don't have to go out to World Finance and get a loan or any of that stuff. You know?
I mean, you can. But
Or
it's
renew.
Not, yeah.
No tienes que ir a renew.
You can, but you don't have to. So you can call 956-641-3241. So, and we'll give you some more information on that.
Big D's on a roll today on the
What's wrong?
What are these
Big
guys?
D?
Isaiah and him are just going at it with letters today, man. On the
That
chat
kind of looks
zone.
pretty cool, though. Ay, Diosito.
All right, so let's go. Let's do these. Shall we get into your headline, or you want to do the spots before that, baby?
I don't know. Whatever you want.
Let's do your headline right now, and then we'll
Okay.
do the spot. All right.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be. We got Rally's headline. There we go.
Woo! Hello, everybody. I'm freaking out with the chat box, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ay. Okay, so let me get to this together. Sorry. Alrighty, so this is my headline. It says Philadelphia police shoot and killed a black man wielding a knife, sparking overnight protests and violence. Okay, so let me go ahead and change it real quick. And it says police in Philadelphia shot and killed a black man who was waving a knife on the street, plunging the city into protests that resulted in injuries to 30 officers as the police commissioner quickly acknowledged the encounter as, quote, raises many questions, end quote. The incident caught on cell phone video draws fresh attention to fatal use of force by police following months of protests over how officers treat black people. The shooting and violent protests also sharpened focus on the swing state of Pennsylvania a week before the presidential election. So the man that was killed in West Philly was identified as Walter Wallace. Mayor Jim Kenney said in a statement. On Tuesday, he said video of the shooting, quote, presents difficult questions that must be answered, end quote. So outrage over the shootings set off protests and looting, leading to dozens of arrests and the officers' injuries, most the result of thrown objects. One officer was specifically struck by a pickup truck and taken to the hospital with a broken leg and other injuries, police said. So businesses were looted and 5 police vehicles and 1 fire vehicle were vandalized, police said. Also, Police Commissioner Daniel Outlaw said 91 people were arrested during the unrest, including 11 assaults on police and 76 burglary arrests.
Yeah, it was.
So it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Desmadre.
It was really bad. It was really, really bad. The video, we actually had the video, but it's really, really graphic, and so this is really unfortunate. So
What's interesting is we do have the video of what happened with the policeman, and the guy's, he's heading towards him with a knife, and they do. I mean, they empty their whole, all the bullets on him. I mean, they do, but a lot of people say that was too much or whatever. But it goes back to like, man, you're running towards cops with a knife. I mean, what is going to happen? You're going to get shot. Mm-hmm. And chances are it could have been 1 bullet that killed him, or 3 bullets, or 5. The thing is you're running towards a cop with a knife. And, the riots began and they felt that it was excessive. We're going to show the video, but it's a little graphic, and, and we don't want YouTube to give us a strike or give us a, you know what I mean? So, but it's all over Twitter. I mean, I've seen it on Twitter, and I looked and I searched it on YouTube to make sure before we aired it. And a lot of them were,
they had like little sensors.
Blurry.
Yeah,
they were blurring the body on the street and stuff like that. But it looks pretty graphic, and it's pretty shocking to see that, right? It's pretty shocking. The guy that's filming it, he's like, man, you didn't have to shoot him that much. You didn't have to shoot him that much. And I'm like, dude, what was he doing?
Yeah.
Going after the cops with a knife, dude. I mean, why are you? And they had their guns drawn. They're gonna shoot.
Right.
They're gonna shoot, and they did, and they killed him. Yeah. And it's a sad situation.
Yeah, it is very sad, and they did give him, an opportunity to, to comply.
Yeah.
But he just did
Some
not
guy was
comply,
saying, hey, they should have gone for the leg and stuff like that. Okay, you miss and he still stabs you and he kills the cop. What is the cop supposed to do? I'm going to try to get his leg. Hopefully I'll hit him. That way he won't stab me or he won't, I won't die. Hey, when a cop is in fear and he's got a gun and he's got a badge, he can shoot you. And that's just, and it's just like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, right now the overnight curfew was ordered by, the mayor. It began at 9 p.m. with no reports of serious unrest. But now they're saying a small group of protesters arrested for curfew violation. This was like 4 minutes ago.
Okay.
Police on Wednesday night took a small group of people into custody for violating the city's curfew while they were protesting at the 18th District headquarters of 55th and Pine Streets in West Philadelphia. The arrests appear to be orderly. The police station had been the scene of 10 standoffs the last 2 nights since civil unrest erupted in the response to that fatal shooting of Walter Wallace Jr. on Monday afternoon. Folks, if, over here in McAllen, and this was like some sort of domestic dispute as well. Those are very dangerous for the policemen. Yes. Here in McAllen, we had 2 officers killed a few months back about answering a domestic dispute. They knocked on the door. The guy opened the door and shot both of them in the head, point blank, killed them. Yeah. That is what the police have to deal with, So if you're going after a cop with a gun, a knife, or it looks like you're going to get a knife, because you're unruly and you don't want to comply with the police officer, something is going to happen to you, probably, You'll either get beat up or, hurt or shot and killed. So the best thing to do is just comply and be nice. And you know what? Get arrested, go to jail, bail yourself out. You'll live to, see your day in court, and maybe you'll get probation, maybe you'll, but just 2 days ago, I think I saw a car chase going down through La Jolla and stuff like that. And people have phones now, so they videoed. I was like, man, and the dude just jumped off, hit the center of the highway, jumped over the wall, and ran across the street. And they caught him, and I think they shot him or something, or I don't know. But it was pretty crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going on. But it's kind of peaceful right now in Philadelphia, thank goodness.
Yes. I do want to read. Let me see. Hold on. Ay, se me pasó. Mike Castilleja, I think it is. Hold on. Well, he said he lives in Seattle and there's all that stuff happening. He says, but I stay safe at home listening and watching to #PBT. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you'll stay out of trouble. That's why we're never in trouble. We're always here at the house.
I know.
Or at the studios,
Yes.
All right. So there you had it. That was Rally's headline.
Thank you, guys.
And don't forget, voting early. I think Friday's the last day. They had told us Sunday, but I think Friday's the last day for early voting. I think. Might be Sunday because they told us on Saturday that it was till this coming Sunday, but I don't think so. I think it's on Friday, I think. So either way, vote tomorrow or vote on Friday, all right? That way you don't have to worry about Tuesday, the long lines and all that. But it's going to be a hot election, The polls are kind of weird. Some have Biden up by 10. Some have Trump up by 2. And so, I see the rallies, and it just like the contrast between the rallies is just absolutely remarkable. Amazing. You see the Trump rallies, and there's like 29,000 people last night in Omaha, Nebraska. And then you see the Biden rallies, and they're using safe space and all that. So,
we'll see.
Yeah.
So just go out and vote, guys.
Go out and vote, and we'll see. It's a very tense election. Okay, it's very important that you vote. All right, so let's go to celebrity headline news.
Celebrity news
with me.
Woo!
All right.
You're subbing, babe. You're subbing.
I'm subbing. So, Selena. Is got a series, an upcoming American biographical drama streaming television series based on the life of Tejano singer Selena that is set to premiere on Netflix. And part 1 of the series is scheduled to be released on December 4th, 2020. Now, we have the 2 teasers that were dropped on Netflix this past week, right? On Monday, I think it was. So we're going to let you watch them, and then we'll come back, all right?
Okay.
hot to cold. She needs a break, Abraham.
Can't like him. I mean it, that would freak out.
You don't want to be called difficult
Lots of bands are difficult, some impossible. They still get records made.
because they sell records.
That looks awesome.
That was awesome.
It's going to be an awesome. Hold on, let me get the name. It's going to be an awesome series. The
Yes.
thing is I'm looking at it, and it's very similar to the movie. That little piece that I saw right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at some of the pictures as well, and it looks a lot like the movie. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they're going to go into, I guess a little, I don't know, deeper in what
That's what,
happened.
I'm going to see if I can get can get an interview with Mr. Quintanilla.
Okay.
Maybe we could do it next week so we can talk about it and see what is the difference with the movie and the Netflix series, because it says it's going to be like a 2-part series or something like that.
Yeah.
But I was trying to look for the information I had right here that was sent to me.
And you know what? I really
here it is.
the actor playing her or portraying her.
Yeah, her name is Christian Serratos.
She looks like her in this picture where she's wearing the white, pants and the white bustier.
So Netflix has unveiled the official trailer for the highly anticipated 2-part Selena series. Selena the series.
Yeah.
It was released on Monday. The trailer shows the unfolding of Selena Quintanilla's life and career, portrayed by Christian Serratos as the late Mexican-American singer. Selena the series, which comes 23 years after the release of the Oscar-nominated biographical movie Selena, directed by Gregory Nava and starring Jennifer Lopez, was developed and executive produced by the Quintanilla family alongside Netflix. Before she became the queen of Tejano music, Selena Quintanilla was a young girl from Texas with big dreams and even bigger voice, reads the trailer's description. Selena the series explores her journey from singing small gigs to becoming the most successful female Latin artist of all time.
Wow. So it takes us through a journey from when she's younger to when she makes it, right?
And the years of hard
That's
work
awesome.
and sacrifice the Quintanilla family navigated together. And it wasn't easy. I mean, when she was growing up, a little girl,
I know.
it took a lot of sacrifice, Joining Serratos in the cast are Ricardo Chavira, who will co-star as Selena's father, Abraham, Gabriel Chavarria as her brother, AB. So we have Chavarria, and I'm Echavarria. What's going on here?
Wow. They're all derived from Echavarria.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a sign.
It's a sign.
I bet you Mr. Quintanilla will talk with us.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, I'm going to have to contact him this week. Maybe we could do it next Tuesday or next Monday. Maybe we could do on Monday, and then we'll stream it live, and people can,
Yeah. That'll be
start
cool.
asking some questions and stuff. All right. Or maybe AB will want to come on. We'll see. Noemi Gonzalez is her sister Suzette, and Sairi Lopez as her mom Marcela, and Madison Taylor Baez as the young Selena. Part 1 of the 2-part series premieres on Netflix December 4th. I will be checking that out. So the official trailer, we showed it to you, and we're looking forward to that, man. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
And it's wonderful that, the Quintanillas are still, keeping Selena's, not just the Quintanillas, her fans. I mean,
Everybody.
look, the Quintanillas are putting this together for her fans, because her fans they can't get enough of Selena. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we have, ladies and gentlemen, we hear from fans from all over the world.
Yeah.
Spain, Brazil, they contact us, and some people find out. When they find out I'm the guy in all the interviews on YouTube from back in the 90s, the early 90s. They want to know. They want to know as much as possible about Selena, and they ask me questions, and they just want me to, So
That's awesome.
it is awesome. I mean, it's not just here locally or in the nation. It's a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, it's just fantastic, and it's sad that she's not with us anymore. But her memory still lives, and Netflix is putting this together along with the Quintanilla families, and we thank them. It's todo.
Yes,
Órale.
thank you.
All right, so we're going to be right back. We're going to put these 2 commercials up for our sponsors, and we're going to be right back, talk about some sports, all right, with out Ron, because Ron's out barbecuing, all right? So I'll be here with you, and we'll talk about it. Coming up right here.
With fall season and flu season coming up on us, Dr. T's Primary Care is offering flu vaccines to help keep you safe this flu season. Call us at 956-441-2188 to schedule your appointment. Also, take advantage of all the immune-boosting treatments Dr. T's Primary Care has to offer, from vitamins, supplements, immune-boosting injections, IV infusions, and we still offer COVID testing as well. So call 956-441-2188 today to schedule your flu vaccine with Dr. T's Primary Care.
I think whenever you have the restriction of people moving around from their home, you're going to see a drop in certain types of crimes. In this case, I've seen a significant drop off in individuals being arrested for drinking and driving. We've also seen an uptick in possession of drug cases. You have individuals who are now abusing drugs at home. They're restricted from working. Alcohol, drugs, depression, all those things kind of set in. We've seen an uptick in domestic abuse cases, solicitation of minors, crimes against minors, violation of protective orders. If you suspect that somebody is a victim of domestic abuse, I suggest that you call our district attorney's office and find out what type of resources are out there. I've also posted on my website certain articles and certain resources that are available to also individuals who are victims of abuse. And if you suspect somebody, if you have a friend who you believe is a victim and they're afraid to speak out, these are resources that are also available to them that you can advocate on their behalf. We definitely are concerned for the victims of the cases, yet in the same breath, those have been accused of those crimes, we still offer our services to those individuals as well. Another important thing I want to mention is the fact that many people during these times are dealing with depression. Again, we've isolated ourselves from other individuals. Human contact is very important for our self-esteem, for our well-being, and so if you do know somebody that is suffering from some sort of depression, I urge that you give them a call. During these times, we need to be able to reach out to individuals who we know that may have certain mental health issues and make sure they're doing all right. Isolation, quarantine can be tough on an individual, especially if you don't have that human interacting going on. Our office has remained open, although our doors are locked and closed. We do have signs at the door to be able to say, hey, look, we're still here, we're still working, but yet we're still trying to take the proper safety precautions to protect everybody. If you or your loved one has been accused of a crime, you need an experienced attorney, you need to call my office at 956-316-1991.
All right.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
T's and Mr. Flores.
So,
Oh, dear.
2020 has sucked. You know that? For Dallas Cowboy fans. Well, not
know.
even 2020, like the past 30
So I was
years.
going to say, well, it's been several decades.
A couple. I think 97, 98 was the last time they were in a Super Bowl.
2008, 18, yeah, so a couple of decades.
Man,
Más o menos.
forget about it. Forget about it. Let's go to the NFL scores.
Okay.
So the Dallas Cowboys. Well, before we get to that,
Okay.
let's get to the Dodgers because they won last night. Big round of applause for no wonder Ronnie is barbecuing today.
He's celebrating.
And he's probably glad that, we didn't do the show last night. Maybe he was the one that sabotaged our Wi-Fi, right?
No, hombre, our spectrum just sucks.
Los Angeles Dodgers win, man.
Yeah.
They won the congratulations. So they played last night. The World Series champs heading back to the City of Angels with the Dodgers currently on the flight back to Los Angeles. And they're traveling back, man. It was an amazing game. And it's interesting because there was an audience. It was here in Arlington, right? Mm-hmm. The game was here in Arlington. And third baseman Justin Turner, which is interesting, tested positive for COVID-19 and was pulled from the team's World Series clinching 3-1 game. Or 3-1 win in Game 6 against the Tampa Bay Rays on Tuesday night in Arlington, Texas. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred confirmed the positive test after the game, telling Fox, "It's a bittersweet night. It's a bittersweet night for us. Turner was 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts before coming out of the game to start the 8th inning. The team did not give a reason for the exit when he left, but thanks to everyone for reaching out. Turner tweeted after the game, so he says, I feel great, no symptoms at all, just experienced every emotion you can possibly imagine. Can't believe I couldn't be out there to celebrate with my guys. So proud of this team and unbelievably happy for the city of Los Angeles. Hashtag World Series champs. That pitcher, Urias, está desgraciado el vato. I mean, he's got an arm, man. And he struck that dude out at the end of the game just to win it. And it's just an amazing team, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Congratulations, World Series.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I remember the Dodgers back with Tommy Lasorda and Fernando Valenzuela and all those guys back in the day. Now, getting back to the Dallas Cowboys, wow, man, it was a sucky game, man. I mean, the Cowboys can't seem to get anything going.
Why? I mean, why?
Well,
so many reasons.
There's and they're playing the Washington. They were playing the Washington Redskins or the Washington football team. But Andy Dalton, 9 of 19, 75 yards, 1 interception. Then they brought in number 7, Ben DiNucci, because Andy Dalton apparently got hurt as well. He was 2 for 3, 39 yards. Ezekiel Elliott, not doing much, 21 carries, 45 yards, an average is 3.8 yards per carry. Tony Pollard did 8 carries, 16 yards. Amari Cooper, 1 carry and 5 yards. Receiving, Amari Cooper did 7 for 80. Schultz is a good guy. I like Schultz. I like when he catches the ball, and he's a very good player. He had 2 catches for 22 yards. Pollard, one for 6 yards. Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, nothing. There's nothing on here. 0-0. So he was shut out for the game, but it's just amazing. They got a field goal. That's it. The defense can't tackle worth a hell. I mean, I was
so disappointed.
I was shocked because the defense just couldn't tackle anybody. It was pretty sad, but we'll see what happens. At this point, I would think they'd want to lose the rest of the season and just try to get some good. It'll be between them and the New York Jets for the number 1 draft pick. And then the number 1 draft pick, they can maybe trade it with other teams for some linemen and try to bolster the linemen, because it seems like they can't protect the quarterback. We get safeties. They got safeties. The quarterback, look, Dak's gone, Dalton's gone. I mean, the quarterbacks are getting hurt. So that tells me that the line is doing bad. So
that's terrible.
But the final score was 25-3. Washington beats Dallas. And then we had the Texans, and boy, they had a game they had to deal with. They played... That's another team that, man, I mean, they can't seem to get it going as well. But I've got it right here. Packers and Texans. Packers beat the Texans 35-20. Right off the bat, Rodgers was just like dominant in the first half. And then the Texans, they fought a little bit back, but, it wasn't going to be enough. The first quarter, Green Bay scored 7, and then they scored 14 in the second, and they scored 7 in the third, and 7 in the fourth for 35. And the first half, Houston was just shut out. They got 7 in the third and 13 points in the fourth quarter to make it 20. So there you had it. Aaron Rodgers, 23-34 for 283 yards and 4 touchdowns. That guy's a machine. I mean, he's just amazing. Jamal Williams, 19 carries, 77 yards. A.J. Dillon, 5 carries for 11 yards. Devontae Adams, Jamal Williams. Devontae Adams, man, 13 receptions for 196 yards as well. So, I mean, just total domination. The Packers are one of the best teams in the NFL right now. They couldn't beat the Buccaneers, though. Brady beat them. So that's going to be, who knows? I think that might be the championship game. I mean, the NFC championship game, Buccaneers. Wouldn't that be interesting to see Brady in the NFC Championship game
would be.
instead of the AFC Championship game. That's like, that'll be shocking. I mean, you know what? Just put him in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't even have to finish his career. Yeah. Just put him in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. I mean, that's all you got to do. So congratulations to the Green Bay Packers, and a shout out to Tripas over there in Midland, Texas, El Dorado.
El Dorado.
Yeah, he was at the World Series. He told me on social media that he went to go check it out. Well, it was in Arlington. It's awesome. Not far from. It's not too far. It's not as far as it is for us.
Right.
But a lot of people got to go to the Arlington Stadium and watch the game. So watch the World Series. So that's awesome. So shout out to Daniel Martinez. All right, and he's happy because the Dodgers won, and he's a Dodgers fan. And the Green Bay Packers won, and he's a Green Bay Packer fan.
Wow,
so
he's
there
on
you go.
Fire.
Yeah. That guy's got some luck. His teams are winning, man.
His teams are on fire.
All right. The other game that was freaking awesome was the Steelers versus the Titans. That game was absolutely remarkable, man. Pittsburgh, they scored first in the first quarter. 7 points, and then in the second quarter they just ran roughshod over the Titans, 17 points, and they put up 17 on the board in the second quarter, but Tennessee got to put in a 7 as well. And then in the third quarter, Pittsburgh only got a field goal, Tennessee got 10, and then in the fourth quarter Pittsburgh didn't score at all, and Tennessee scored 7 points. So it seemed like the defense for Pittsburgh really helped them out a lot. But they've got these guys. Roethlisberger's just an amazing quarterback as well, man. He threw some amazing passes, 32 for 49, 268 yards, 2 TDs, but he did have 3 interceptions. James Conner, number 30, had 20 carries for 82 yards. Anthony McFarland Jr., 1 carry for 6 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 9 receptions for 85 yards, and Deontay Johnson, 9 for 8. I mean, those two guys right there, Johnson and Schuster, tan pesados, man. I mean, those guys can play. So Roethlisberger's got a good team on his hands, and they know how to play, and they've always played hard. The Pittsburgh Steelers have always played hard. So that's going to be a strong team in the AFC, along with the Chiefs, probably. Yep. Because the Patriots aren't looking too good. They benched their Cam Newton this past weekend, and they got their asses kicked. Let's go down the scores. And so the rest of the scores: Giants lost against the Eagles. That was last Thursday, 22-21. Saints beat the Panthers 27-24. The Bills beat the Jets 18-10. Browns beat the Bengals 37-34. The Lions beat the Falcons 23-22. Boy, by 1 point.
That's crazy.
Steelers once again beat the Titans 27-24. Very good game. The Buccaneers, they just destroyed the Raiders 45-20. The Chiefs beat the Broncos 43-16. Jaguars beat Chargers beat the Jaguars 39-29. Patriots got their ass kicked 49. The 49ers beat them 33-6. Okay, and the Cardinals beat the Seahawks 37-34. The Rams beat the Bears on Monday night 24-10. Coming up this week on Thursday, the Falcons will play the Panthers. Vikings will play the Packers. That'll be happening. I think Packers are going to win that one. Titans will be playing the Bengals. Titans will win that one. These are my predictions. Chiefs will beat the Jets. Colts will beat the Lions. Steelers, Ravens. I'm going to give it to the Steelers. Rams and Dolphins. Boy, Dolphins are hot this year.
I know, I was going to say.
Yeah, I think Dolphins will beat the Rams. Rams are struggling. Mm-hmm. Patriots versus the Bills. I'm going to go ahead and say that the Bills are going to beat the Patriots.
Because you do not like the Patriots.
Well, not just that. I mean, they just got their ass kicked by the 49ers.
But you just don't like them.
Yeah, but they're struggling. The quarterback, Cam Newton, is just not working for them.
Yes.
Raiders versus Browns. Damn. I don't know about that one. Let me see. I'm thinking the Raiders are going to come back this week, and they'll beat the Browns. Chargers and Broncos, I'll give it to Chargers. Broncos struggled a lot this past weekend. They had a flea flicker, but they were playing in the snow. The flea flicker was like horrible, man. They really messed that one up. The Saints and the Bears, boy, man, Saints and Bears. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Saints. Even Bears, and they do pretty good, but we don't know which Bears are going to show up. 49ers and Seahawks. I'm giving it to the Seahawks. Buccaneers and Giants. Man, Brady's going to win that one, man. Cowboys and Eagles. Okay, that's going to be a Sunday night game. And
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday night. I think the Eagles will probably beat the Cowboys, and they'll end up just dominating the NFC East.
I agree.
And so there you had it. The Buccaneers and Giants is going to be on Monday night, so we'll see. But that is your sports, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't know what your predictions are. And want to remind you that our Patreon club, $25 gets you a hashtag PBT t-shirt. We have our also Cash App, which is $ Rock and Roll James. And want to thank you for joining us. Any last words you want to say, baby, before we head out?
No, I just want to say congratulations to those people that won the T-Ranch Pumpkin Patch tickets. So they're on their way. I sent you the tickets and a letter and a couple of stickers, a couple of hashtag PBT stickers. So congratulations again to Eddie Garcia from Edinburgh, Texas, and Art Gonzalez from Mission, Texas. So when you all do receive the tickets, make sure that you go and you visit the T Ranch in La Feria, Texas. Take pictures, take video, send it to us, send it to our number, which is 956-641-3241, so that way we can show you off on one of our live shows. So thank you so much. We also want to say congratulations to our hashtag PBT Patreon pledge winners. This was from Saturday, right? Yeah, it was Saturday. Jason Anicela Reyes from San Elizario, Texas, and Emilio Garcia Jr. from Gilbert, Arizona. So thank you all so much for supporting hashtag PBT, and be on the lookout for your goodies in the mail.
Yeah. And reminding everybody, tomorrow, Throwback Thursday at 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to have a very special interview tomorrow at 6 o'clock, during the 6 o'clock hour. And then tomorrow night, Rock and Chaz, man. We're going to do the Rock and Chaz show, man. We always have a lot of fun with Rock and Chaz.
Yes,
and Chaz is just funny. He brings in the Chaz collectible, and he brings toys and shirts and tickets and autographed pictures. And it's just so much fun when we get together on Thursday night. And we compete against, the NFL. But, it's okay, because the show is the type that you can watch it on demand anytime you want. After the game, you can just log on and search hashtag PBT Rock and Chaz, and the show comes up and you get to check it out. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we want to thank our sponsors for tonight's show. Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. IV vitamin infusion therapy that'll boost your immune system. Testosterone, COVID test, sermorelin. And if you don't have insurance, don't worry. They have a payment plan. You can go and talk to them. And if you sign up for the year, it's the best deal, and they cover the labs, testosterone, the blood work, all that stuff. I mean, the office visit, everything's taken care of through a little payment plan. So you don't have to worry about your insurance. Sometimes you have insurance and you still don't want to use your insurance, right? Or something like that, maybe, and then you can, do it on the side. Or if you have insurance, they take insurance. So go by and talk to them. Women, you're available. If you're available and you want to boost your immune system and get healthy again and go on some supplements, go to Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. Give them a call, 956-441-2188. Also, want to thank the law office of Rene Flores, hashtag DWI expert, 956-316-1991. You get involved in any type of legal issues, DWI, or you're in an accident or anything like that, he'll help you out. And he's in Mission, Texas, so 956-316-1991. Save that number. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, man. We had a good time. We started a little bit early. The rest of the gang wasn't with us, and we're making up for Tuesday's show. And we want to thank you, because you know what? If we say we're going to have a show for you all, we're going to deliver no matter what, okay? And once again, thanking our sponsors for making all this happen and making all this possible to hang out with all of you on a Wednesday night. All right? Órale, lleven la fría. Take it easy. Sústame one time.
Bye, everybody. Good night. See you tomorrow at 6 and at 8:30.
Yeah. Vamos a levantarlo para comer, baby.
Yes, let's go. I haven't eaten all day.
Let's do.
All day.
What do you feel like eating, Mama?
Taco palenque?
Otra vez.
Ay, well, I don't know. Then don't ask.
I'm just like her.
You're just like me.
You ask a woman where she wants to eat, wherever you want. Okay, let's go to Whataburger. Whataburger otra vez.
Ugh.
Okay, let's go to Burger King. Burger King. Well, chinga, está bueno. Pues que. Where do you want to go? Wherever you want. Yeah, right. Don't answer that question, guys.
No. It's a trap. That's a trap.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Take it easy. Don't hang out with our dogs.
Yes.
Make sure they don't escape.
Again.